Awesome.
Okay, so this first one here is the Facebook group traffic. And not sure if I set this up correctly, having the warm retargeting in the same campaign, but this is what it looks like so far. And then if I can just show you probably the metrics here. And then what I've been doing is just put the ad set name as join so I can just see the total leads. So right now, it looks like about 100 leads came through at $2.24 on average. So I'm
Perfect.
not
That's
sure if
right around
that's
the cost per result we were looking for.
perfect. That's great.
Awesome. And yeah, these are all those lookalikes that you launched. Yeah, looks good here. And then, so all of those individuals are becoming leads the moment that they're joining the group. Are you seeing a lot of people requesting to join the group now?
Yes, daily, pretty much I would say 96 people. I don't know exactly, but it's pretty close to that number, I'm guessing, because we've had about 5-10 per day asking to join.
Nice. Well, perfect. And then it looks like you have multiple conversions underneath this one. So yeah, you probably want to take this one out of here.
Okay,
Yeah, so that's going to confuse the campaign because it's going for a different objective. And then if you ever decide to switch to CBO,
yep,
it's going
okay,
to like complicate things. So yeah, you would put that in your own retargeting, I believe. Yeah, for this one.
okay,
And then for purchases, you would want to start having a retargeting all the individuals who are actually joining the actual group now, because now you can target people who are requesting to join.
yep,
And you can target people who visited the page as well. And you can see a lot of these people are like have started to check out. So like you could have a checkout initiated audience. See how there's a lot of potential checkouts.
yes,
So that's another thing where you could start, retargeting those individuals to get all those people to move forward because they're really close in purchasing. You have a lot of people who are initiating checkout, but you just got to get them to convert.
right.
When did you
Okay,
launch?
yep, say that again.
When did you launch this?
It was the last Monday, so after our call, basically I just put it right out there. So it's been about 7 days.
Gotcha. Perfect.
So with that, I mean, I have the warm retargeting right now, retargeting the Facebook page engagement. Then also this warm traffic and the hot traffic campaigns do have those, I believe, initiate purchase of the cart page and everything. But really, those have been kind of falling down the wayside with the cost per purchase been going way up there. So just want to ask about that as well. I don't know if I should just, those same ads have been out there for a long time. It's been probably a month and a half. If I should just kind of refresh everything in there to kind of get that cost back lower, or
Yeah,
what's kind of
you
going on
should.
there?
No,
Okay.
yeah, you should definitely should. And then you should have, what are these audiences exactly? It
I
says
believe
Canada and UK.
yeah, yep.
So do we know what audience this is?
That I actually made a couple of months ago, and I believe I just combined everything, initiate cart, website visitors, and put that all into warm traffic.
Okay, you should start splitting it out like 30-day website visitors, 7-day add to cart, initiate checkout, 14-day content view. So that way you can get like more audiences split out and then leave it on the CVO level and let it decide which one to show it to. So that way you can expand your audiences and also have more relevant audiences for the algorithm to decide which one it wants to show it to. That way
Okay.
it's a little bit more of a robust and effective targeting method with retargeting.
Yep.
Because specifically when you have it all stacked underneath one, it's kind of like it can end up affecting the results because the system doesn't always accurately show it to the person when they need to. So you want to split it by different ad set, leave it on the CBO level, how you have it, and then have some new retargeting ads in here like, hey, I saw you you initiated checkout, please complete the process now. And then like when they click, take them to the actual thing to complete the process.
Got it. Okay. And then I'm guessing the same thing. I want to individualize that by country. For a long time ago, I combined Canada and UK because there's so many low conversions. There just wasn't a high number volume wise. So I guess I should just split those out even better country wise as well.
Yeah, so that'll work. And then, yeah, you could either do one. So there's two options really that make sense. One is like choosing one country that you have most of your audience coming from. Is that the US?
Yes.
So you do US and then you'd have an audience that's worldwide, that's excluding US. So it just kind
Okay.
of rolls up all those other countries unless you have a specific audience that is just massive in one specific country outside the US.
Okay.
Or if you have a pretty wide range of individuals from multiple different countries and it's pretty substantial size in each one, then it would make sense to split them out individually. But if you don't have a good enough audience size, like a couple hundred people up to 1,000 in each for the retargeting that are in other countries, then you should just roll it all up underneath worldwide, excluding US, and then just have US as a retargeting and a worldwide as a retargeting.
Got it. Okay, that makes sense. Okay, great.
Yeah,
Okay,
and
and I'm
then
guess
for your hot
yep.
retargeting, yeah, you can keep that, but if you're gonna do cart, no, honestly, you could get rid of the hot one altogether if you really wanted to and just stick to one retargeting campaign.
Okay.
But it looks to be working right now somewhat. So yeah, the main one's fixing this. It's just getting more audiences in there, targeting like the leads, targeting all those, the visitors, splitting it and everything.
Okay. Got it.
Makes sense?
Yes. And then I believe you already mentioned yes to this, but after I do all that, then maybe just creating brand new ads to put in each of those audiences or each of
Correct.
those targeting. Okay.
Yeah. And look, you've already like pretty much maxed out your reach on these. I mean, you're
Okay.
only reaching, I mean, you're retargeting all these individuals and pretty much maxed it out. So you want to add in more variational change in there. Your frequencies like jump in significantly.
Huge. Yeah.
So once you do all those things, it'll help it a lot.
Excellent. And that frequency that's the amount of times one person sees the ad. Is that correct?
Yeah, so
Okay.
each person in this audience is seeing your ad about 20 times.
Right.
Pretty good amount. So you just want to make sure
Yeah.
you have enough retargeting variations plus have the audiences split out pretty significantly based off most relevant and then just exclude purchases so that way they get out of the audience rather quickly.
Okay. Got it. Okay,
Yeah,
great. And then just the final one to kind of cover it all, I guess, going back to the campaigns of the cold, it's just if you can remember throughout the last about 2 months, it's kind of up and down. I'll refresh, I'll put out brand new lookalikes, and some of those will get great. They'll get cost per purchase $15. And then after they're on for about a week to a week and a half, there's no purchases that will come through, so the cost per purchase goes up there. So not sure if there's anything on my side that I'm doing incorrectly, or it's just how it's going with those audiences.
let's take a look. So what is likely happening is you're maxing out your audiences pretty quickly. So, or you're not getting enough data. So one of the things is you should have like a more ad variations like you were just talking about. But another thing is actually having these audiences should last much longer than they are. And they'll change since lookalikes are always updating. So like if it's last 30 days, it's always going to use the last 30 days of data. The benefit of really having this group thing is whenever you have lookalikes and stuff from your site, you're going to have so much more new data coming through because so many people are becoming leads that you're going to have a ton of like audience insights to work with on your actual site because now you have a flush of all this new data that you can start using towards your actual lookalike campaigns, which should end up lasting a lot longer because there's always new data rolling in, which is always updating the audience and changing,
Okay.
which
Yep.
should keep your first time impression ratios pretty high.
Okay.
Yeah, and another thing you can do to combat that, I mean, this one's already rushing downhill pretty fast. So let's see. You should be excluding in here. I don't know if you have or haven't, but so like exclude, yep, that's fine. And then also excluding the audience that you use to create it, like course view 180. You should
Got
exclude
it.
that audience.
Okay.
And then have those other variations as well of ads. So you have, okay, you have 5 different ones here. You should probably shoot for more variations as well.
Okay.
Like, yeah, so like this is one variation, got it. You should end up doing like a, yeah, this placement's gonna fit pretty much everywhere. But if you do like a video one as well, you'll cover
Okay.
more ground in terms of placement options, even if it's a slideshow or just a change in image, you know?
Yep.
That way the system actually has more options to place it in different areas. That'll really help as well.
Okay. Okay, great. Um, so I'm guessing just the final one, the testing traffic, that campaign right there, I'll do the same thing essentially with that one. It's the third one down there, testing traffic. That's where I have all of the new lookalikes I've recently put out there.
Yeah, I see. Yeah, so you test more variations here.
Okay.
And then I just turn off the ones that aren't getting purchases, of course.
Yep.
Yeah. And then with those retargetings, that'll help really move those people forward to making the purchase.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. And I guess quick question on that retargeting. We got website, content view, cart view. Is there any more, or are those just listed under the actual interest there?
So when you do your retargeting, you're gonna want like add to carts. You're gonna want view content as another one. You're gonna want website visitors as another one. You want Facebook page engagers as another one. You want Instagram page engagers as another one. You want leads as another one because that's going to your group. So you'll have all those. You'll want to initiate checkout as another one. All of the lower funnel ones do no more than like 30 days. So like a lower funnel would be initiate checkout. Make sure that's no bigger than 30. I would
Okay,
really make that one. The initiate checkout should be no bigger than 14 actually, because that's the most closely relevant time period for something that's so close to being finished in the funnel. Otherwise, after that, people are usually like, gone. They're not really gonna come back on that audience. But
okay,
for add to cart, 14, view content can be 30, website visitors can be a 30-day, and you can have a 180-day. Then engagements can be 365 days. That's not a big problem. And then I do the lead ones as 30 days as well, the lead one, because that's where all your group people are going.
yes.
And you can be like, you can have one of the retargetings that are very specific with the ads, like, hey, I saw you join my group. By the way, you should join X, like talking about the course, right?
Yep.
So those different things, be more relevant with the ads in that case, talking about which steps they're at and all that. That'll really
Right.
help with the conversions.
Okay. Yep. Yeah, it makes sense. Perfect.
Cool.
Awesome. Yeah, that's great. I'll put that into effect right away.
Awesome. All right. Bye, Scott.
Thank you, Chase.